To the games happen on December 14th, Thursday. The first game is the Chicago Bulls beat the Miami Heat 124-116, and this is the Kobe White show. His minutes has been insane, 40 minutes again. Caruso also got hurt. He was getting 40 minutes regardless. Zach LaVine out. 26 points, 11 assists. Somehow went 4 for 8 from the free throw line, but doesn't really matter. 7 rebounds. He's doing the points, doing the assists, doing the threes. Grabbing some rebound as well because, his minutes is super high. Added 1 assist, 1 steal with 0 turnover. He has been amazing. Ayo Dosunmu, last game he played 26 minutes with absolutely nothing. This game with Caruso out, in the short term, we could also stream him because God knows when Zach LaVine is going to be back, right? He also wants to get traded. That does not help with his timeline. So I think for the Zach LaVine fantasy owners, the best thing is for him to get traded to a contender. So at least he will play a lot of games and play hard. Him staying on this squad now is just no good. He's not going to try hard. They are less incentivized to play him more minutes also. Vucevic, 24 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals. Okay. Actually, the Bulls, I'll be curious what their record is. Because I feel like they've been winning some games. This is just my feeling. Not really. They're 5-5 in their last 10. I mean, the East is kind of weak, especially toward the bottom. They could get into a playing spot that's doable. Patrick Williams also, I think, a must roster. He had 5 fouls, but 2 steals, 2 blocks. His minutes has been pretty good, and he's been putting up good numbers. We got to have him. DeMar DeRozan did his thing, 22 points. 10 for 11 from the free throw line is good, but not much else. We look at the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler, very, in an okay game, but expect more out of Jimmy. Usually, he's a top 15 player on a per game basis. This year, not there yet, but he could make a late push. It's a long season. We're only in December. Once February comes on, who knows? A lot of guys that, they start hitting their strides after All-Star break. Will try to get hot. First half maybe not so much. Maybe not trying hard as much. I don't know, but if anything, if I can, sell a top 40 or top 50 player to get Jimmy Butler, I would do it. Because he's upsetting. He's he could be a top 15 player. Caleb Martin in the short term with all the injuries going on, we gotta have him. He put up a pretty nice line. Kyle Lowry, 38 minutes, amazing. What is going on with Tyler Hero? He was out. He comes back playing 1 game and then is out again. He is 42nd ranked player this year. When he plays, he had an ankle injury. Okay. Only played 8 games so far. He should be putting up some nice numbers, but with him out, Duncan Robinson got a few extra rounds. Well, he only played 26. Caleb Martin is going to get a few extra rounds. Hame, 34 minutes, 22 points, 9 for 10 from the free throw line. Amazing. It just, when Tyler comes back, we got to figure out the rotation. But, these guys are all contributing a little bit. Nobody is that amazing, but, could be useful for streaming if their schedule is good. The next game is the Boston Celtics beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 116-117. I mean, the Celtics, they have so much talent on this team. They're good at almost everything. So that's no surprise they win a lot of games in the regular season. I think the worry is in the playoffs, they do have certain flaws, especially Jason Tatum. He gets exposed a lot, and Jaylen Brown, their skill set, when you really need a bucket in the fourth quarter when everything slows down, if the shots are not falling, they don't really have too many options, right? Offensively, they're kind of, a little bit one-dimensional, especially Jason Tatum. His offensive just not as, versatile as, so many, a bunch of other wings or a bunch of other top players in the league. That's at least how I felt watching Jason Tatum play in the playoffs, especially big elimination games. He tends to flop a lot. He tends to flop more than, when he plays well. This game, Donovan Mitchell, great, 31 points, 8 rebounds. Yeah, he's been pretty good. Also getting just a ridiculous amount of defensive stats to remain inside that top 10, 8th ranked player. Darius Garland, 19 points, 3 assists, 3 threes. He's been a little bit underwhelming this year. Again, I look at him, the category he provides is very valuable. But his rankings, 9 category rankings, is kind of bad. So if he fits your guard, let's say you have a guard team, you're looking for some assists, some threes, some points, like he's so good. So I would be looking to trade. But usually guys like that, people don't want to sell them cheap in category leagues because the numbers do look nice, right? Jared Allen, 10 rebounds, nothing else, and Mobley still out. Max Strus, horrible game, but he's remained to be a must roster. Caris LeVert had a good game, but I wouldn't buy it. He's really, really up and down. For the Celtics, everybody ate. Tatum with 23 blocks. That's great. 27 points. Kristaps Porzingis, just very balanced. Everybody eat a little bit. Derek White had three assists, 3 steals, 5 rebounds, and 2 threes. Jrue Holiday, the defensive stats are not there yet. What are you gonna do? But everything else, the minutes is there, right? He's contributing across the board. They just need to get more defensive stats. Jaylen Brown took 20 field goals with 22 points. So, okay, 22, 5 and 5 with 2 steals. The next game is the Timberwolves are good. Did they have Anthony Edwards? Okay, they got Ed back. Destroyed the Mavericks without, Luka still played, just no Kyrie. Amazing. Anthony Edwards another really bad game, 3 for 19. 11 assists is really good and 2 steals. But his efficiency problems, he gets a lot of hype. Because I guess he plays like MJ, but I don't think Timberwolves are great this year. I just think maybe defensively he's amazing. He's 56th ranked player on the season. He's a buy low. I look at him as a top 25, top 30 player. But in category leagues, but I'm not really buying into all the hype I think Edwards is getting when I watch him play. For sure, he's improved a lot. 11 assists really says that, but in terms of like his efficiency, is on that. Is not that good. His just got a couple of flaws in his game. I think offensively, if you're watching him versus Luka, right, that's obviously still a huge difference. But defensively, he's really good. But he looks good. If you look at his highlights, he could do everything. It's just the efficiency aspect is not there. Mike Conley played all right. I think he's solid enough all year. Conley. 64th man player, wow. But if I can get a top 40, 50 player, do a 2-for-1, that's the trade I'll be looking to do. But solid enough. Rudy, 12 rebounds, 3 steals, and a block with 5 assists. Amazing. I look at that and be like, okay, that's amazing. Cat also had 17 rebounds out of nowhere. 21 points, but just lack of blocks for him. But either way, a great win. Dallas Mavericks, they've been starting Dante Exum because Kyrie is out, and he's been putting up nice numbers, no doubt. So I will be looking to stream him until Kyrie comes back. Kyrie's injury is not. He's out. I don't know how bad it is. Maybe he's back in a week or 2. So enjoy Dante. Derek Lively, 15 points, assist and 2 blocks. I think we gotta have him, right? He's getting the minutes. He'll have bad games, but 30 minutes, a big man that played 30 minutes in the NBA, we got to have him. Grant Williams is back, didn't do anything. Same thing with Derrick Jones Jr. 2 steals is okay. And Tim Hardaway Jr. just a 3-point streamer. He's struggling with his shot. Moving on to the next game. The Brooklyn Nets lost to Denver Nuggets 101-124. No surprise, right? This is Nets team. Everybody's minutes is amazingly low. It is also a blowout. Claxton kind of got destroyed by Jokic. 9 rebounds, but did, and 10 points, but nothing else. Cam Thomas continues to just, shoot your field goal away. 13 points and nothing else. Spencer Dinwiddie with 8 assists and a steal and 17 points. Okay, that's all right. Efficiency continues to be a big problem for Spencer Dinwiddie. Mikal Bridges disappointing. Wow, they got destroyed. So move on to the next game. For the Denver Nuggets, Jokic did this in 29 minutes. 15 rebounds, 10 assists, 26 points. Easy. Jamal Murray added 60 points. Nothing really went on this game. It's just such an easy week for Denver. We can move on to the next one. The Oklahoma City Thunder and the Kings. 2 young teams go at it. The Kings got the win. Shea had 43 points, 9 assists, 2 steals. He's the number one ranked player, and he remains to be number one ranked player. You know, free throw is also, he provides huge value in that category. 16 for 18. Amazing stuff. Josh Giddey played just 29, but played all right. You know, 2 threes, 3 steals, and a block for assist. And he was a plus 10. Pretty good. Chet Holmgren, 3 blocks, 11 rebounds. You know, just inside that top 12. Right? His efficiency is amazing. Doesn't hurt you anywhere. Get you over 2 blocks a game. Right? Can't complain. And him and Victor Wembanyama, those guys are going to be first round, second round players for, I don't know, the next 10 years or so. And when you have guys like that, I think really changes fantasy because, you know, in the past, right, we don't really have guys that block over 2.5 shots, can also score you a bunch, right? Usually you get a shot blocker, you lose a few points. Like if you want to, usually because they go early. So you get those, you're going to struggle in points, right? If you take a guy in the second round. But Victor is going to average over 20, you know, because I think in the last 5 seasons at least, you know, the biggest shot blockers are like Miles Turner, Hassan Whiteside. You take those guys second, third round, they give you 12 points a game. So you're kind of losing a lot. I think that changes dynamic a lot, at least in 9 category leagues. When you have, you know, guys like this, Chet Holmgren, or even Jaren Jackson Jr., if he averages 20 points and he goes in the second round. Jalen Williams played mediocre, but at least he brought the defensive stats, and Lu Dort added 2 steals and 2 blocks. Well, I guess I take that back. You know, in the years in the past, we have Porzingis, but he gets hurt way too often. For the Kings, De'Aaron Fox, amazing, 41 points, 7 assists with 2 steals and 5 threes. Continues to put up amazing numbers. Same thing with Sabonis. These two guys. And another great one for Malik Monk. So looks like right now he's an absolutely must roster with 18 points and 9 assists. Again, and 4 threes. Keegan Murray, he's been underwhelming a little bit, but he is a must roster. And Kevin Huerter, we gotta look at him because Malik Monk has been taking minutes away from him when he's playing so well. Same thing with Harrison Barnes, right? Only 20 minutes. These guys, to me, they're just streamers. Kevin Huerter and Harrison Barnes, they're not much roster players. And Malik Monk right now playing so well, so we got to roster him. The next game, the 2 young teams, the Utah Jazz and the Portland. Utah beat Portland on the road, and they finally started Walker Kessler. And, you know, this is what he does. In 26 minutes, a steal and 7 blocks. This is what he could do. If you drop this guy, shame on you, especially in category leagues. If you picked up this guy, good for you. You know, you're going to be enjoying him rest of the season. You know, if he's healthy, he's getting the minutes, no worries. Colin Sexton, 27 points, also pretty good. Like, in the short term, you know, if Jordan Clarkson is out, I mean, they even started telling Horton Tucker, who has a decent game. But again, they're playing the Portland Trail Blazers. I don't know how great defense they will, you know. But both guards, I think, in the short term, you know, need to be rostered. Simone also, 7 for 8. 5 for 5, cannot miss, had 24 points. And Kelly Olynyk is another guy. You know, as long as Lauri Markkanen is out, we could also stream him. He only played 24 minutes here. And we look at the Portland Trail Blazers. They got everybody back now. And I don't know. The Scoot Henderson played 35, which is weird. And Fernie Simons only plays 22. Yeah, this is the shenanigans you're going to have to deal with. Jeremy Grant is out. Like, you know, you have a Fernie Simons, and out of nowhere, well, to be fair, he was horrible. He was a minus 24 in his 22 minutes. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, Malcolm Brogdon only plays 14. They do have a lot of guards. But you would think that Fernie Simons and Shaedon Sharpe should get majority of the run. And as the season goes on, Scoot Henderson is going to get more minutes. But I'm not sure. After this game, I wouldn't drop anybody or, you know, Scott. And I don't really believe Scoot Henderson is going to, you know, get 35 minutes every game. Next game, you know. So I don't know. This is a weird game. And also the starters played horrible. DeAndre Ayton came back. And he was worse. I think he was worse than he was last year. Probably. Just looking at the numbers. He's just putting up identical numbers. Right? One of the criticism of him is, you know, you go get the ball. Right? But he's not doing that. took 13 field goals, but you would think he'll be averaging, 20 points a game or something. But no, it's not. It's not close. It's not close. Matisse Thybulle also plays at 17. I will hold Matisse Thybulle for just one game and just to see how the rotation plays out. Because again, all the starters play horrible. But great win for the Jazz though. All right, moving on. Oh boy, the Warriors lost again. They are they're 11th seed, and would you believe that the Phoenix Suns are 10th seed? Amazing stuff. So if you're the first seed, Timberwolves, you play. Let's say you play Phoenix Suns in the first round. Do you even want that? Or even Warriors could be dangerous, right? In a 7-game series, you never know what Klay is gonna do, right? Their ceiling is pretty high. Their floor is also lower this year, but they have Klay has a one nice week of shooting the basketball. Like they're just gonna shoot you out of it. But anyway, Klay actually shot the ball all right here, 30 points. Speaking of Klay, 8 threes. Okay, maybe he can continue that. Well, he was a minus 12, but at least provide some offense. Curry had a bad game. Just missed a bunch of threes. I'm not really worried about him. But the Warriors team, they need to start winning some games. And with Draymond Green out, they just go small. Jonathan Kuminga, maybe we could stream him. He only played 24 minutes though. Brandon Podmiski, 34 minutes. Oh, he's a guy that maybe we want. I don't know. I didn't even know he's a forward. He's kind of small. 3 steals and a block. I would pick him up just to see how things go. With Draymond indefinite suspension, right? And of course, Wiggins came off the bench. Is that going to be a thing? He's playing really bad right now. So maybe benching him for a few games, and when he starts playing better, they're going to get him back in the starting lineup. Chris Paul played just 20 minutes, not the best game. Overall, pretty bad, weird game also from just in terms of the minutes, right? You have like random guys getting 34 minutes, and Chris Paul, you would think you get 32, 33 with Draymond Green out. But they just decided to go a super small lineup. Dario Saric, who's been playing well, only got 17 minutes. Wiggins came off the bench, he had 21. So, yeah. So I would pick up Kuminga and Brady. And maybe even Dario Saric. But again, he only got 17 minutes with Draymond Green suspension. For the LA Lakers, well, remember the people were shitting on Harden? But they won 6 straight. They're 8-2 in the last 10. And look at Harden. Look at Harden go. 28 points, 15 assists, 7 rebounds. That just reminded me why we love Harden in fantasy. 1 steal and 4 blocks. And this year on the Clippers, right, he's going to be pretty efficient because he's not really the focus. Maybe he would go at the 3rd best defender or even the 4th best defender. Who knows? I think, good for him, right? Played 42 minutes. And Russell Westbrook only gets 20, so he's droppable. Let's not have him. And, Harden after this game, what a game from Harden. He's the 18th ranked player. So if you got this guy on the 3rd round, well, you should not complain. 18th ranked player across 9 categories. And you might ask why. He's only giving you 16 points and 7 assists. Okay, sure. But on the Clippers, I think he's going to average more than that. And just started clicking. I think the assists might come in. And then you have 1.5 steals, which is amazing. 0.7 blocks, which is good for a guard. He gets 5 rebounds. Maybe that could also go up as his minutes go up. 2.4 threes, that could also go up. So like I said, only averaging 2.4 turnovers. Maybe that could also go up because you get more minutes, your usage goes up. But, in pretty good shape. If you drafted Harden in the 3rd round, you're in pretty good shape. Kawhi Leonard played good, 27 points, 8 rebounds, a steal and a block with 2 threes. Also, the minutes is high. And one of the things is Kawhi keep getting injured. And this year, he's been playing a lot of games, and the minutes doesn't seem to be a problem. What the problem is just in the playoffs or one of the games, all of a sudden, he's just out for season. That has happened to him so many times. and just hope Clippers can be fully healthy and make a run in the playoffs. The West is super competitive. You don't want to be in the West. This few years is kind of like all the good old veteran teams. They are at the end of their, I guess, the last 2-3 years in their prime, or like they kind of exiting their prime. There are a lot of teams like that. The Clippers, I would consider the Warriors. The Phoenix Suns, because KD is old, but majority of the team is young. But I'm also going to put them in there, right? Those and Lakers. That's 4 teams right there. Have a lot of Hall of Famers, and then you got like a lot of young teams up and coming. Timberwolves, Thunder, Kings, even the Rockets, the Pelicans, and the Grizzlies. We'll forget about them. And then you have Denver Nuggets, and then Mavericks too. And then you have your Denver Nuggets defending champ. So the East is honestly kind of weak right now. Like if you put Bucks or Celtics versus there's just so much easier to get out of the East. Like the odds will change significantly if you swap Celtics and Denver and you look at their championship odds. Anyway, that's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.